Well, it's Friday, and that means it's time for another Firebird Friday video. And today, we're taking a look at how, for those guys who don't have a Pontiac 400 underneath the hood of their car, and me, I've always wanted a 400, and I have one. But if you don't have one, I'm going to show you how you can get the look for a lot cheaper than you think. So stay tuned, and we're going to check out this week's episode of Firebird Friday. This is my 1967 Pontiac Firebird 400 originally. Now, when I picked the car up, and there'll be a link up here if you have not watched it. When I picked this up in September of 2020, I thought I was getting a 400 because of the hood scoops. That's what I had to go by. But what I found underneath it was a Chevy 350 out of the mid-70s. We got rid of that. There's a video over here if you want to watch about that situation over here. But now we have a motor in the car. Now, the engine that's in this right now is a 1977 Pontiac 350. For close glances, yeah, you can't tell. It looks good. It has the Pontiac blue. It has its place there. But it's not a Chevy. It's a Pontiac 350. So I have the hood. This is the factory original hood. You got that. But somewhere along the way, my bumper was replaced. You can see it's smooth. Only 400s had the emblem on the front. And in the grills, those things right there, those hockey puck things, 400 cars had those. Non-400 cars did not have them. So how do you go about... Oh, and one more thing. The famous decal to tell you that you had a 400 4-barrel should be there as well. So what can we do to turn this car into a 400 when the 400's back in it? Let me show you. Now, the fastest and cheapest way for about 10 bucks, pick yourself up a sticker here and put it right there. That way when you open your hood, everyone knows it's a 400 or you want it to be a 400. There's the first one. That's cheap. That's 10 bucks. Sticker it on. Let's do that. All right. Let's slap on some horsepower. There's one half. There's the other half. I'm thinking that 0 probably wants to be right there, the dead center. Get those air bubbles out. Sweet, we got ourselves a logo. Next thing are the bumpers. Now, only the 400 bumpers had the emblem here. And of course, they had holes for the emblem. You can pick up a reproduction emblem, which not the best of quality. If you look real close in there, it did not do a great job, but it'll get the job done. It looks like it's a plastic with a hard rubber. Now it comes with the 2 studs in the back. Put it where it's supposed to go. But obviously, if you don't have a 400 bumper, well, then you can't put that on. Now, story goes, this car was in a fender bender. That fender over there was replaced with a GM fender. And of course, they opted for just a non-400 bumper as it was probably cheaper back then. It is today as well. So for about 45, 50 bucks, you can get one of these. We're just going to cut off the little knobs, RTV this, and stick it right on there. Something Jonathan over at Vinyl Village Garage, if you don't watch him, go check him out. There's a link somewhere over here or down below to his channel. So we're going to do that. We're going to zip these off, put some RTV back here, and set that in place. So let's go do that. Well, let's put on our safety glasses first. Now, this Dremel, well, you can go out and spend your money for a Dremel if you want, or you can get one of these at Harbor Freight. There's a link down below off Amazon. You can get one of these yourself. Then with a Dremel brand cutoff wheel, we're simply just going to zip off those 2 studs and put some RTV on this. So let's do that. There's one. Okay, 2 studs cut off. All right, now as you can see, we have cut off as close as we can both of those studs. And it got a little messy on the backside, but you know what? That's what you're looking at. So now Take some of that black RTV, and we're gonna give it a good squirting up. 3. Hey guys, how's it going? Just cleaning up here. Wanted to let you know that we have a special summer edition of the Arrowhead Garage t-shirt and sweatshirts. They're only $15.99. That's at cost, plus a little bit for shipping. There's a link down below. Help support the channel and grab yourself one of these cool shirts for this summer. So let's get back to wrenching on the Firebird. Let's go. Let's see if that's going to be enough here. Put a little down into here. Then just kind of apply that to everywhere else. Okay, let's put this on the car. Well, there's Sierra the shop dog. Say hi to everyone out there in YouTube land, Sierra. She's a garden dad, you know, having to chaperone her dad. So now you're ready to stick this on here, but you're like, oh, where does it go? Well, from the top of here to the top of here is 2 1/8 of an inch. So you're going to have to eyeball this. But I'd say about right there. And then we're just going to push into place, get some tape and hold it in. Now I'm using gaffer's tape. This is my favorite tape for the shop. Okay. Hey, you know what? Since we're down here, we should probably talk about the next part that's cheapest. So sticker was, you know, 10 bucks. This is about 50 bucks. Then the inserts with the hockey puck, they're like 100 bucks a piece. So if yours are looking pretty shabby and it's time for new ones, you want that 400 look, grab yourself 2 of them. You can find those all over the place. And they are plastic and they're pretty easy to replace. If you want to know how to replace those, whether you're going with a 400 look or your standard look, there'll be a video over here on how I did my car and putting the front end together. So watch that one. What's next? Oh, the last thing. Well, the last thing to complete our 400 look is, of course, a 400 hood. You got to have the scoops in order to get that. Now, this is an original hood, but you can buy aftermarket hoods, and they're going to run you $500-600 bucks plus some bills to have it shipped to you. Of course, you're going to have to paint and everything else and get your 2 inserts. But that completes the 400 look on the front of the car. All right, guys, this is going to wrap it up for this Firebird Friday episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. If I missed anything or you have suggestions on how to make that look even more original, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on that. Well, until next Friday, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy and get out with that Firebird and drive it. It's driving weather. It's car show time. Have a good one.